All right, team, this is my favorite lower body mobility drill. This is one of the things that you should literally be doing every single day if you are a runner, if you're an athlete of any sorts, or if you sit a lot at work. 100% you should be doing this every single day. This is called a progressive toe touch stretch. We're gonna train one part of our body individually and then shut down the other part. So instead of just sitting here simply hanging in a stretch and just trying to sit there and touch the ground and eventually we touch the ground, stretching the entire leg, what we're gonna do is we're gonna shut down the calf in order to stretch the hamstring, and then we're gonna shut down the hamstring in order to stretch the calf. We're gonna do this dynamically because hanging out in a stretch is kind of boring and we wanna keep moving. The reason why we also do this is we're gonna allow our upper body to come into it, stretching out our shoulders and opening up our spine. This is the number one thing I have my students do as part of their morning ritual. This is something that's great to do is it wakes the body up, it wakes the central nervous system up, the shoulders, the neck, all of the spine, getting into the calves, the hamstrings, and even the feet a little bit. So in order to do this, you need about a 2 to 3 inch lift. If you're at a gym, a plate will work really well. If you're at home, any book that's about 300 pages works pretty well. So if you got a textbook you don't like anymore or a book you just finished, throw it down on the ground, it's gonna be a perfect one. We're also gonna blend some of the brain training into this as well, and you're gonna see how that works out in a second. So we're gonna start off going from the bottom up of the kinetic chain. So we're gonna start with the calves. So the calves will be the first thing we stretch, and then we're gonna do that by shutting down the hamstring. So what we're gonna bring our feet up onto that surface, that 2 or 3 inches of surface, getting the balls of our feet up. And what I'm gonna have you do is we're gonna start in kind of like a yoga asana. As we come up, I want you to just crisscross your hands however is natural at first. You're gonna take a nice big inhale up, reach for the sky. You're gonna exhale, you're gonna fold through the middle of your chest. As you come back here, I want you to push your hips back, trying to keep your legs as straight as possible. Go down as far as you can and then come right back up. So you're inhaling up, exhaling through the middle, pushing the hips back, and coming right back up. So as you do this, I want you to think about a few things. Try not to bend your knees too much because you want to get that stretch through the calves and the hamstrings and understand kind of where we were maybe a minute ago, yesterday, or maybe even a couple reps ago. And when you come down, don't hang out down here. You hit the bottom and then inhale right back up. So you inhale, exhale through, come right back up. So we don't want to stop. Remember, this is a progressive stretch, so we're not stopping. It's a dynamic stretch. You're also opening up the spine and the shoulders as you come up, pushing through the hips, coming right back down. Inhale up, exhale down. So if you're doing these properly and you're not tight in both your calves and your hamstrings, you should feel this in your calves more than anything else. If you feel it in the middle, right here, right where your knee and your calf connect, that could just be because you're tight in both the calf and the hamstring. And that's totally cool. If you feel it there, I want you to do 15 reps of this. If you feel it in your calves only, 10 reps. So now we're gonna do the opposite side of that. So now we're gonna shut down the calf in order to stretch out the hamstring. So I'm gonna have you come and do the same position now, except we're gonna elevate our heels. So just the heels should be up on the plate or the book. Now, I told you there's gonna be a neuroscience hack in this. We're about training the brain and the body together. I want you to reverse the direction of your hands. So whatever hand was on top before, put that on the bottom. You'll know if you're doing this correctly, because as soon as you put the other one on top, it's going to feel weird. That's again, that new neural pathway we're trying to form with you, not only making you stronger, but smarter as well by training the brain. So same position, we inhale up, we come through the middle, right down as we get to our waist, we push the waist back, exhale through, and then touch the bottom and come right back up. Inhale up, exhale through, legs as straight as we can, right back down. And back, inhale, exhale through. Inhale up, exhale through. And now we're gonna, again, if we're trying to do those and you feel them in the hamstring, that's a good thing. So do 10 of those. If you feel it in the middle here between the hamstring and the calf, I want you to do 15 of those because the calf and the hamstring are both really tight. So remember, doing this is a great way to start your day off. I tell some of my clients to do it as soon as they get out of bed because you're opening up the spine, the shoulders, all the lower body, as well as getting the central nervous system to turn on, which is going to get a lot more energy in your body. and almost maybe not make you need a cup of coffee. So give it a try and let us know how it turns out.